Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 605. I am your host, who it currently smells like a campfire. I am Circuit Main, but I'm also joined by my wonderful group of panelists here to celebrate the Brony community during this holiday season. We, of course, are joined by Deathlight Productions,
Hi.
DM21,
It's gonna be really bad out tomorrow.
Tech
Don't say
Stallion,
Hey,
Toakoi,
Guten Tag.
and of course, flying in from the north. I was trying so hard and it completely failed me. We got the king of oranges over here, Suki from the Otaku Ascended.
Wait, were you trying to say I came from the north and then I come from Florida, where there's oranges?
I thought Georgia. Oh no, Georgia's known for peaches.
And technically, California also is known for oranges, but not what they're famous for.
No, they're famous for cheese. No, the California's famous for what? No, I apologize. I was trying to be cheeky, and unfortunately, it failed. This is what I get for not thinking ahead of time. Of course, right now, I'm also kind of tired, kind of wound out, and a lot of insanity going on. But I will definitely be getting to that here in a little bit during our soapbox moment. But yes, hello everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show. And today we have a little bit of a holiday treat for all of you. Because this is quite an interesting one. I'm just doing a quick heads up here to somebody. Anyway, so a lot of you will know about a series of games that we would play on and off here on the Brony Show. Sometimes they were on the show here. Sometimes there would be a slight little Let's Play thing that I'd be doing. But all of them were kind of survival horror-ish in nature. But they were interesting controls. They always had a pony involved. And weird things. And a lot of other fun things that were found out by me and Creature and others. In any case, the very same group, or at least one of the people of the very same group, continue to produce and create, and they actually reached out to me to let me know that they back in October they released another game, but I didn't see it because October was also kind of a crazy month for me. So for a little holiday treat, as well as a callback to Brony Shores. I've had a lot of eggnog.
Next time on the Brony Shore.
Yeah, next time on Brony Shores, Circuit Main is dumped again, and he hasn't even had anybody to be with yet. So how we got there, we don't know. Okay, anyway.
And tell his waifu, be our waifu is actually a man.
Next time, Circuit gets in a fight with Twilight as his waifu. Unfortunately, the other person is a bodybuilder and not afraid to pull his punches. Anyway, okay. Seriously, though, we are going to be checking out the game, another game from this creator. And it's going to be quite a bit of a nostalgic trip. But before we get into that, I'd say it's time to start off with a good dosing of wub. And before I go ahead and let all of my callers here onto it, I hope you guys don't mind if I immediately jump on the soapbox, because I also have to explain why I might be a little off kilter today. Because
it's your show. We're just here to help run it.
So, I'm getting images uploaded right now into our lounge. So, yesterday, I decided it was time for me to do something I wanted to do for a while. I found Now, this is a bit of a story. But I found a cake mix for a banana flavored cake from Dolly Parton, no less. Really weird.
Oh, I saw an ad for that.
Yes, but they had it. But I got it on cheap. I don't think it was on clearance. I think I actually got it because of a sale. But I did pick up a banana cake because what I wanted to do is I still had the Pinkie Pie baking tin that I got a year or two ago. And I wanted to try using it again, see if I could do better about baking a cake as opposed to the previous time. So I finally realized I had the milk, I had the eggs, I wanted to say oil, but I don't know. Oil wasn't involved this time. I think it was it just water? No, I swear it was some. Anyway, I had everything I needed. So I took the ingredients and I put them in a bowl. Unfortunately, I got a bowl that was a little on the small side. It did fit everything, but it was literally about 1.5 inches from the rim.
Oh no!
With a blender going. With a nice little electric blender going, I still managed to whip that up together. But let this just be the prelude of a whole night of regrets. But I managed to mix everything together. I greased up the Pinkie Pie tin. That I'm gonna warn you right now: do not stick these things in a dishwasher, because this thing does not look good anymore. It still holds its shape. It still looks shapely, but it looks like I shouldn't be using it anymore. It's safe. I've checked this thoroughly, but it does not look right anymore. It is ugly. But anyway, so I poured the batter into the Pinkie Pie tin, and I tried my best to smooth it out, and I put it into the oven. And I decided to just sit down and chill out for a bit because I was also working on making my lunch for the collective week at the time. Which, by the way, that turned out pretty well. So, about 40 minutes in, while I'm just chilling out, it's getting close to the end of the baking time, and I'm just smelling like, I think I smell banana cake. That smells a little Brony. Oh well, I'm sure that's nothing. I did everything right.
Did you cooking from the book? It did not make it easy.
Technically, I cooked from the box. But, so, the alarm went off, and I went to go check on the cake, and I realized, wait a minute, that doesn't smell right. That smells a lot more Brony than it really should. Even with a normal cake and maybe an awkward pan. So I opened up the oven, and I ran across this. And I'm going to go ahead and switch out Twilight here real fast.
Yeah, I think you did a little bit too much with the cake pan.
Maybe, but here's where it gets fun. We're not done yet. So, you see I'm in a mess. And when I go to pull out this thing to say, like, oh no, I guess I thought the same thing. Maybe I overfilled it. So I went to go and pull it out. This thing wobbled like Jello. It was not done baking.
Oh no.
So I'm just like,
collapsed in on itself.
Oh no, it's not done baking. I better go and check it. So I took a butter knife. I didn't have a little fork. I just needed something that I could slide in and out and see if it came out clean. Butter knife would work just as fine as a toothpick. And I slid it in. Pinkie deflated to half her size. So, I don't know what happened here. I don't think I overfilled the pan, because that shouldn't have happened if it was overfilled. It deflated into the pan. It's like there was a giant bubble in there, but it makes no sense that there was a bubble because I smoothed the whole sucker out too. I didn't tap it. That might have been my mistake. I should have tapped it a few.
On that day, Pinkie's heart shrank 3 sizes that day.
Something happened. I just like, sheesh, what happened? But it could have been an air pocket. Yeah, maybe an air pocket formed underneath that couldn't escape. But oh man, this was wild. I've never seen anything like this ever happen to me. And it spilled over. So, but it was still not done, and it's not done. It's wobbly as all out, unstable, and it's literally surrounded by cake on all sides. So if I took it out, it would have been a mess. So I decide I'm going to keep baking this. I'm going to have to just bear it through. We might have a little bit of a weird burnt smell going through the house for a little while. It can't be that bad. I have to cook it for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing over here, it was one of those things of either overmixed, it's small baking pan, or too much rising agent. I don't think the hot oven or pan might have been the issue.
I don't know. I'm not trusting the Dolly Parton pans again, I'll tell you that much, even if they are the only ones I've ever seen with a banana cake.
Well, I don't think the Dolly Parton thing is to fully blame here, because that does look like a small pan.
I would say the same thing if it wasn't for the fact that they put all of her baking mixes onto clearance recently. Because it either means nobody's buying them or something's wrong with them. But in either case, it denotes something. But, getting back on track. By the way, I don't blame the artists. I blame the food companies that used their likeness to sell a cake mix. Anyway, so what eventually happened, because I decided to do this reckless course, the things of cake started to burn all right, and they burned a lot, and they produced a lot of smoke. So much so that the whole house was filled with smoke, and our fire alarm started to go off. And I was, at this point, I basically was able to pull it out, and I was trying to stop everything else because it was done, and I was trying to stop it from smoking further and getting the house cleared. I had windows open. Actually, I did have a patio door open. Windows open. I had a lot of fans going. I was basically trying to blow the air around and trying to get the smoke out. And I kept trying to hush these alarms. They would only shut off for about 30 seconds, and then just start screaming again. Loudly. Very loudly. It hurt my ears. So, I decided, you know what, I know we're not on fire. I'm going to take the batteries out for a little bit, just so that we have a chance to get things calmed down, and then I'll put them back in. This did not stop them. They kept going. These things were possessed. And I couldn't exactly take them off of the ceiling because they are plugged into a network where if one of them goes off, they all do. Which is a nice network when you want to make sure that if there's a fire going on, you are alerted no matter where you are in the house. But it makes things apparently it makes it very difficult to get them to shut up when you have a little bit of a smoke issue going on because of cooking. I still took the batteries out, and I was able to pull one of them off of the ceiling because it was actually a carbon monoxide detector as well. And I threw them all in the basement. I found out my cat was hiding in the basement.
Aww.
Yeah, the other one not so much, but it was not happy. I had to throw her in the basement to keep her away from the smoke, because yes, it was really bad. The kind of bad where I could feel burning in my throat and lungs as I'm trying to get the house cleared out and trying to stop the smoke from blowing. Eventually, after maybe about 30 so minutes, it finally dissipated enough that everything calmed down. I could let the cats back out. No, one of them was eager to go out. The other one is now hiding consistently and constantly, and I don't know where he is now.
Is he under your bed / desk?
He could be. Not the desk. I'd be feeling or seeing him at this point. He might be under the bed. He's still incredibly frazzled. Very traumatized. I will not lie. But,
why you do this to your child?
I didn't want to do this. There was no reason I wanted to do this. And anyway, so ultimately, at least in regards to the cake, some good happened.
Was it actually good?
Well, the shaping part formed out okay. So my preliminary thoughts about how to get it to shape out right actually worked. I used a cooking spray, and I made sure I got it set up properly, so you can see that it kept the form very nice. The tail got a little bit broken off, unfortunately, but that was due to the fact that part of the cake was still stuck to the pan because it literally caked over, as you saw. Aha, cake over. Anyway, don't worry about me and the smoke inhalation. I'm fine at the moment, kind of, because we're not done with the story. So the cake cooled off. I did cover it in whipped cream. I had some slices of it. It was still delicious despite the insanity. Then after all the craziness went, and I accidentally played a game a little bit longer than I expected, I finally went to bed. A little bit later than I would have liked, but I figured I would still get a good 7 hours of sleep. That's fine. 2 in the morning.
The alarms go off again.
Yes, but not for the reason you're thinking. They're chirping because they're running out of battery power.
Oh.
So these possessed alarms that would not shut off, and I had to take the batteries out to try to get them to stop. And yes, after everything, I was kind of exhausted. I didn't want to deal with them. I didn't want to deal with the batteries until the morning. They didn't want to wait. So they're just like, we need our batteries. We need it now. So 2 in the morning, they're chirping loud enough that they wake me from a sound sleep, and I cannot get settled again. So I have to get my ass up. Now I go back downstairs, get the batteries, come back up. I put them into the freaking fire alarms, so they shut up. And I eventually, about 30 minutes later, finally get myself back to sleep. I am very tired today. And yes, coming home after work, and even when I woke up this morning, my house still kind of smells a little bit like a campfire. I'm probably going to have to be dealing with that for a couple of days. I am not happy at all. This was such a disaster in every conceivable, mitigatable, influenceable, don't throw me a recipe, you Instagramable way.
Well,
Get
excuse me for trying to be nice.
Lunchable.
Baking with Pinkie Pie is dangerous.
Trying to make your day a little bit better.
Circuit, is this a good time to mention I just watched how to make a really nice looking Big Mac tater tot casserole?
You know what?
Beautiful.
Sure not. Go for it. Why not?
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright.
I do enjoy tater casserole.
But honestly, I am fine. I'm just really, really tired. So probably the fact that I drank a bunch of eggnog and now I'm currently drinking on a I think this is a Sunset Simmer. This is where we're going with the show today, folks. We're not going to get any better than this.
It's starting off at a low simmer. It's going to go down from here.
Pretty much. Sunset Shimmer drink mix. Because
hey,
I'm...
Suki, was this casserole just the cheese variety, or did it have, like, gravy and cheese?
It wasn't meant to actually be a conversation.
No.
Okay.
Okay, and anyway... In all honesty, though, the cake turned out okay. I think some lessons were learned about tapping the pan at least, so I don't know if that would have actually helped in this situation. I am going to, if I had to try this again, and I'm not going to lie, I will, I am going to be a lot more cautious about it, and I'm sure as hell not going to use a Dolly Parton cake mix anymore. Anyway, so, yeah, that. But just to add a little bit more, for also good news than oh my god news, I did get my hotel for BabsCon.
Nice.
So we got a nice little hotel room in. I got a double bedroom. It's apparently a bay view room. These rooms cost $200 a night.
Only 200?
Oh, it's still quite a lot because, just for context, the time before I got these rooms at $159 a night.
I know. I'm giving you shit. Like, well, I got like the cheapest room I could get when I got into Babs was like under $100 a night. So
I know. I'm half tempted to see if I can find a different location, but this is literally the last BabsCon, so I'm half tempted.
And this hotel is close by enough you can just walk there.
Oh, there's a couple of them that are close by that you can walk, close enough that you can walk by. But at the same time, it's like one of those. Do I want to because it is going to be the last BabsCon. It's going to be completely crazy, and they may even have special door key cards, Which, yeah, I'm basically spending $40 extra for a door key card at that point.
For a possible door key card.
Possible door key card. But also because I'm also going to be the party rooms and I'm probably going to be getting sloshed off my ass, let's face it.
Yeah.
And also I'm going to have a lot... Actually, you know what? That pretty much sums it up right there. I'm going to have the special Babs Con Berry Tube Mead bottles that I'm going to be distributing. So carrying them all the way from one hotel to another would be a really annoyingly bad idea. Along with the giant Steribell poster that I'm going to allow everybody to sign and put up for auction.
Oh boy.
So, but yeah, so I do got everything set for BabsCon. We are going to be driving down, so we'll at least be saving money in airplane costs. So it does get offset in a way, but it's still a oh my god kind of price when you see it, and it might explain why they're closing it all up this year if the prices are going to start getting that much more exorbitant in the area.
Well, at the moment, with the HomniCon code, nights are like $219. But without the HomniCon code, they're like $258 for the hotel.
My Christmas, God.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I did find a hotel that's a lot cheaper, but it would have to be a walk, and if I'm helping with the convention, I might as well just be like, alright, go in, and just, bite the bullet.
At this rate, it's going to be at the point where I'm going to be flying home from conventions like way late in the evening and just spending the next day sleeping. Oh my god.
I mean, that's basically what I did whenever I gone to a con. Of course, also, I was up almost 24/7.
Either that or I gotta get a different job with a bigger pay raise. Either way.
God, I wish.
Hey, I could dream. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap up my What's Up Brony here. That was a long story, a very long one apparently. So anybody else have any other What's Up Bronies that they want to throw out there so we can quickly get on to the news and everything? Well, what news we do have?
Nothing's really changed on my end. Anyone else?
I didn't do a whole lot this weekend.
Are you kidding? You're the most protective of all of us.
You say you don't do a lot, and then show the images.
Just replaced the coils on my Ranger, made a plate for the power steering reservoir, gone through, figured out all my wiring, labeled everything. Even did a test to make sure everything works. Figured I was having an issue with the safety, so I'm just gonna bypass that for my starter switch.
And you said you didn't do a lot.
I didn't do a whole lot.
Well, this might be the kind of thing that he does on a regular basis, but it's still kind of crazy for us. I mean, heck, all I ended up doing was finally moving a bunch of stuff so I could start expanding my gamer basement, but I found out I got way too many pony stuff in general, really.
Dude, you've been in this fandom for 14 years. Of course you would.
Don't say it like that!
Yeah, that's rough. Then I made the rough loom, and then then Sunday's giant, freezing ass cold windstorm came by, and I called it a day. After I got the radiator fully mounted in place, as well as all the plumbing done. So.
Alright. Well, still, it sounds like at least he had a pretty productive weekend, too.
Yeah, next weekend, if the weather's nice, I should be able to finish the wiring, get the hydraulics for my clutch set up, get the hardware I need so I can get everything fully mounted. So then all that's left is getting the custom drive shaft made and getting the angles figured out for my transmission to rear axle, and then I can drive it again.
Yay!
Because I got everything else.
Alright, and finally, well, not finally, does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on? Alright, I'd say that's our cue to go ahead and move on to the news. Thank you, Applejack! that is the best background ever for the getting right on to the news here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. We do got quite a bit of news. We're going to start off with convention news because one big thing that is about to come up this weekend is the Rave of the House of Bells Winter Rave for 2024. It's coming up this weekend. It's going to be on Saturday and Sunday, all throughout the afternoon and evening on both days. just to give everybody a quick bit of a heads up, I would recommend keeping an eye out on their socials about this. The website is not doing me any favors. Mastodon.
I'll get the blue sky.
No, they haven't put up the blue sky yet. But the reason I advise that is they have announced a couple of times already that they've had unfortunate instances where people were no longer able to be participating either due to other commitments that have come up, illness, or other fun things. It's happened a few times already, which really sucks, but I guess it's a season for rampant issues for our people.
Oh,
yeah, the holidays are a crazy time.
So, yeah, I do recommend keeping an eye out, especially if there is a musician you have been hoping for. They may actually end up getting a slot in because of that. But you also might miss out on a musician you were hoping for, which would really suck if that's the case. But yeah, just a reminder, just letting everybody know it's happening this weekend. Keep an eye out on that. Otherwise, it's going to be a good old party time. And a reminder that the next year conventions is going to start off with Vancouver over in Canada. So be sure to keep an eye out and look out for that. And I'm sure that's going to be a ton of fun. And HarmonyCon also then a couple of weeks after that. Once again, I'm looking to that to be my next go-to con after Babs, but for now, it's definitely not happening. Sorry. There's no question about it anymore at this point.
I'm just shooting for Everfree next year. That's all I'm hoping for.
I hope you're there too. We want you at Everfree. I'm going to be at Everfree. Everfree is still on my list, and it is going to still happen.
Same. I just have to also now worry about getting a CMC there.
And now I gotta make sure CMC can get really buzzed on my mead. And not the kind that explode! But we'll leave that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get onto the news here. And I'm gonna be doing them one at a time because for some reason, my Chrome has decided to close all my news tabs. Which it decides to do. Starting off with something completely unrelated. Wild Mains. We, of course, got the Pink Horseshoe Hunt. Or when you overcommit yourselves because you can. Pink! Your favorite. It's your favorite color, Pinky. Pink.
It's too pink.
But
What do you think this is, MLP?
But yes, it's the same flavor of Wild Mains as you've always been getting. A small thing happens to one of the horses. They have a little thing where Coco is involved for some reason, and she always is always the. I bet you're wondering how we got here. I still cry into the atmosphere. She is a coffee barista. Why are you making her a hot cocoa thing? Her stuff is basically caffeinated. We all know this. If anything, it's worse. You're making caffeinated hot cocoa. What does that tell? That is much worse. Anyway. Check it out. It's good fun. You get to spend a few minutes and have a little bit of silliness going on. Honestly, I wonder if they're going to go. I'm wondering if they're going to go for a full 26 and then stop, or if they're going to continue. That's what I'm really curious about at this point.
Huh. Either they're going to stop at 26 or go for the old Syndicate 52 episodes.
They might, or they might even stop somewhere in the middle, but just by random chance, as it is a web series and only 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can happen with this, and that's what has me really curious.
Where are you going? We didn't know.
Where'd you come from? Where did you go? Anyway, we got ponies in China again.
Yay!
So, okay, I think Sathista might actually need to either get a spell checker or maybe a little more sleep.
Nah.
So, two Little Ponyuk G4 events have invaded China.
Also, real quick, Discord.
Oh,
we don't need Discord.
Well, I don't know. I mean, some people like him, some people hate him. Personally, I prefer.
I think he's honestly pretty annoying.
I don't know. I think he has his ups and down moments, but he is
He's
not
good, chaotic, neutral, evil, and neutral.
He's just too chaotic for me. I can't handle it.
But I can handle a little bit of chaos.
Fluttershy
No, it's too chaotic.
fine.
It's not chaos. It's Fluttershy's boring. If anything, chaos is exactly what she needs in her life.
Exactly. That's why they're the perfect couple.
Yeah, it's opposites attract at the extremes. Anyway,
Exactly.
so we had one little pop-up event show up with
Well, someone's got to keep him grounded.
where you can get to encounter Cloudsdale. I'm not gonna lie, immediately I'm just seeing this and I'm like, did anybody decide to jump off the balconies to see if they can land on the clouds?
Oh my god.
I don't think anybody. I'd like to think nobody is that dumb.
There are people that dumb.
I know there are. I said I'd like to think.
What happened to your eyes, Pink Horse?
Oh my god, she's into the coke
Pink
now.
Horse!
Those photo filters are getting stupid. But they're still not bad. I like that. But yeah, I just got a little.
You just see like all the other characters. They got the normal eyes, but then you got Pinky with the weird looking eyes.
It's only on the
You
window.
got special eyes.
It's only on the window thing. Everybody, everywhere else, she's normal. It's just on the weird little window framings that they have on the side for some reason.
Yeah.
They're all little Polaroid snapshots too. I wonder if that's their version of Red Eye. Where instead you got red eyes in the middle, you just lose the pupil.
They just get blue-eyed.
Yeah, you just got cornea. That's actually such a weird lore there.
That's weird.
And also got the pony bus.
They got a frickin' bus. We don't have a frickin' bus.
Yeah.
What happened to that picture? What happened to that poster?
I know this is a work of art right here.
Asian countries have so much
Money.
going for them when it comes to fandoms. God
If you look
damn.
at, like Rainbow's eyes and stuff
Wait,
like that.
but you were talking about Pinky's eyes. What about Rarity's entire body here?
Yeah, where
that's
did
also
White
weird.
go?
She's been artifact.
They forgot to use the fill bucket.
Ah, there you go.
That marshmallow is now a burnt one.
But still, it's pretty cool to have these little events pop up, even though we're just literally seeing them from a clear across the globe.
Well,
Yeah, that poster, the one just slightly above.
Oh yeah.
Look at the back.
Oh my God!
Oh, God, yeah,
Wow!
Dash and Pinky.
Oh, there's so much wrong
Oh my
here.
god.
Everything about
It's
God!
all
Hold
bad.
on.
It's all bad.
It almost feels
Is
like this was
AI
AI.
generated?
No, this feels like it was the worst case of AI generation. You know, the kind where they.
Last time I used Google AI
Oh,
to do my work.
Oh my God!
Look at Randy's horn.
Rarity's all freaky.
Okay, actually,
And her
let's.
eyelashes are a different shade at the
Okay,
top.
let's have fun with this. Let's point out something. I'd say let's point out something wrong with everybody, but that's almost immediately easy.
Oh,
Somehow
Twilight.
Applejack is the most.
Applejack really is the most put together. Her background this has saved her from a fate worse than artifacting.
Yeah.
She ate Twilight's wingtips.
Yeah, she
Nah,
ate the wing.
No, that's why Twilight keeps getting grounded. They actually clip her wings.
Oh no,
When
I
she does
noticed
ba-
that something underneath flush. Moving on.
Yeah, I see it too.
Oh
I'm not gonna make the joke. We already got enough crap going on.
No, don't.
Too
It's
easy.
too easy.
Anyway, everybody can be happy that Applejack somehow got spared whatever this was.
No, it is
It's
the
like
magic
every
daddy.
character has something wrong except for the apple horse. It's just
Honestly, I've never
amazing.
seen a character something that's just it looks like Encounter Clouds that long. I mean, yeah, I don't know if this was just AI or if they were really just trying to slap things together. It feels like they're just trying to slap things together in a hurry and not paying attention to quality. I don't know.
But that poster
It
is
could have been
definitely
last
a
minute
weirder
too.
piece.
It's like, we need this a big event and these posters up ASAP. I don't care how you do it, get it done fast.
In all honesty, though, it's a combination of it's amazing that they're getting stuff like this, but it's also amazing that this could be such a short-sighted shit show.
Yeah.
It makes it feel a little bit more like the whole thing that we had here in America when it was big, where they just basically completely botched it. Anyway, speaking of botching it, the Friendship is Magic Instrumentals version has released on Apple Music as of a few days ago. So this, of course, has in the entire instrumentals of the show.
Yeah,
Totaling.
finally. We only had the official capacity of seasons 1 to 5 until now.
Yep. Apparently, some of them are. Oh wow, yeah. So some of them are completely raw, where they actually separated the lyrics and everything else from the instrumentals, and a few of them, unfortunately, yes, big surprise, they used digital tools to remove the vocals, so it doesn't sound quite right.
Yeah, you get artifacting involved.
Yeah,
and it's a huge pain in the ass to fully get that removed. It's
that's more work and more money.
It's called like lyric remover or something like that.
Yep.
And you can actually flip it over and make it do the same thing, where it just removes.
When I first saw this news, I thought, oh, they're just releasing 1 to 5, but no, this has all of them now.
That's all of them,
Yep.
Yeah.
Let the rainbow remind you. Find the music. Magic Inside. Super Duper Party Pony. Is a pony kind of Christmas. Yeah, they even got the instrumentals for the the Christmas albums in here.
Wonderful.
Last year I got Cole for Christmas. I mean, I am really surprised about that.
Give me Cole. Cole Dust.
Cole, you're being people want you for Christmas, Cole. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on.
I would love to have
Phrasing
Cole
circuit, phrasing.
I said it exactly how I meant. No, let's go ahead and move on before I get questioned.
My friend.
But what?
Huh?
What? I don't know.
Huh?
Tell Your Tale.
I'm not Cole.
So, an animatic for Tell Your Tale has been released. And Miracle of Miracles, it's still available right now.
Whoa.
Yep.
Hi, Cole.
This was for...
No. No.
We're just okay. We're gonna move on.
No, he's listening to us.
I know. So yeah, this of course is. I'm not gonna lie. This would have actually been a really good episode for this day and age because everybody is online a lot. This is literally about getting Pip to unplug and touch grass.
Pip, let me tell you something very important. That's what I do every Sunday. I don't get near a computer. I don't do any of that. I just go and do other things, even if it's just laying on my floor for a couple hours, just chilling out.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta do something like that. I mean, my work is literally computers, so I can't do that Monday through Friday. And
yeah, but
so
I'm listening to like a headset almost 24/7 when I'm at work. So it's not just to even have that off and just don't listen to anything, don't do nothing.
Yeah, I gotta get back into reading and stuff. You know, I know my attention span has been completely off the walls lately.
You can.
I gotta get back into my book I've been reading lately.
You both can read. You spoiled people.
Yeah, how dare I?
In fairness, I read at work when there's nothing going on.
Anyway, dragon. They also have They have the dragons here. I don't know if we'll see the same thing that we saw with the other ones, where they're gonna have a full animated version come out at some point, which would be really cool. But you could still get the one with all of the the animatics. So if you at least want to get an idea of how the episode was going to go, now's your time. And I mean that in all honesty. Get it now, right now. Download it now. Watch it now. Because Hasbro can and will come for this at some point.
It honestly kind of makes me laugh. It's like you see professional animatics and you just see how squishy they are, and then you see like animatics for like, this is my favorite song, so I made a thing of animation for it, and they call it an animatic. It is so sharp and crisp.
Yeah, but I kind of like the squishiness of this. It feels so goofy and fun, and you can really see where they wanted the energy to go with it.
Yeah, because animatics are mostly used for conveying emotion and movement. That's
the whole idea of how they want
like a trace guide for the animators.
Yeah, just give you an idea of how you want the episode to go, and it just can look really amazing because of that.
Yeah, like there's a good example right there.
Yeah.
Look at that face. Goddamn.
All right, let's look at another face. So, product image of Dinosaur Brushables has started to pop up. These, of course, are the G5 Brushables that we mentioned that are probably going into China.
Yep.
But we got a nice little.
They actually look good.
Oh yeah, though these are really good looking Brushables. Of course,
they actually look like, you know,
hair.
They actually look like figures that would do well.
I don't think that is that Misty. Oh yeah, it is
Mhm.
Misty.
That is Misty.
You got Misty. You got
That's
Izzy
Izzy.
There's Misty.
again. Oh look, you even got Countess Coloratura.
Opaline.
What the hell of my brain?
That is not Cadence.
That
I
is
I
not
said
even close.
I said
Are you
Coloratura.
okay?
I said
Oh, I
Coloratura.
thought you
And
said- Cadenza.
Opaline.
Opaline.
I said it right eventually.
Who's
Yeah,
that to
you
the
got
right? The Pip and Zip's mother.
Yeah, we're gonna call her Hip.
I'm
Nah, we all know that's Izzy.
hip. I'm hip with all the cool kids.
Yep.
Oh,
I do like. I
no.
love. Actually, I do like Izzy's hair and all of this. She looks freaking amazing. Just all different colors and shades in there.
Yeah.
That is crazy good. I'm here to haunt your dreams.
Come here, mortal.
I'm here to be royalty. Okay. Seriously, it's amazing how many different characters you're pulling up. Oh, and they're the little blind boxes too.
Yeah.
God, these are brushable blind boxes. That is stupid amazing.
Only in Asia, folks.
But we did get something here in the U.S. though. Granted, it's not quite as good, but it's still pretty interesting. Over at Target, they have a new Pip Pedals plushie. God damn it!
That face is smooshed in.
Oh my god.
I just pull it up and I'm just like, I regret everything all of a sudden.
like-
That is a club Pip.
It's like Zip smashed Pip's nose against open fridge when she was walking by.
But yes, this is a plushie, big surprise, that Target has released. And the good thing about this is that, well, yeah, the good thing is it actually has a little blanket that is zipped up inside of her. Hence her squishy looking self. So I
she
haven't-
becomes less squishy when you take the blanket.
Yep. But of
It's the
course,
sacrifices we bear.
no, that's not the sacrifice you're making. The unfortunate sacrifice is it costs you $70 to buy this thing.
That is the true sacrifice.
Yep, it is $70, so it is quite a hefty commitment to it. But we are still getting some pony merch, apparently. What do you get? $70 for the blanket, the Pip blanket, the Pippy blanket. I don't know. All right, and moving on. Tell your tale. We still got a few more concept arts coming out, and this was actually one I was excited for. Because the concept arts of Violet and Allura have been released.
Wonderful.
So now we got all of the different concepts of her positioning, poising, color forms, feathers, furs, and all that stuff. You also got Violet, the fun little comic character that also got put into the show. And yes, they even have the concept of the mark. Yeah, oh, they even say it's a cutie mark, so I can't even argue it anymore. I hate
She's
this.
been marked
She's
by
been
the
marked.
cuties.
The one thing I do like is apparently in the concepts they even had a different idea of what she might look like, and I honestly I'm kind of torn between them because I kind of like how she looks in the option B there.
Got
Yeah, I
more
like
hair
her
and slightly
slightly
darker
more.
shades.
Yeah, just slightly darker
I like her
shades
more.
and more shag. Yeah, but I could kind of get that they were trying to go for the badass to her. But yeah, getting the concept art
Yeah, the
portion.
edgy teen look.
Yeah, but getting the concept art part here, this is freaking amazing right here.
Hey,
And that looks amazing.
I own the edgy teenager look. It's great. And you'd be absolutely wholesome about it.
But yeah, it's really cool. You get to see all of the different characters and all the concepts and everything that they use to design and set them up. So if you really wanted to get into the nits and grits of them and make sure you got them perfectly, and especially with how splotchy Violet can be, you got every single option and opportunity here now to do it.
Doing
As long
her,
as you-
coloring her coat must be a nightmare.
It would,
Well, it's more actually like, well, for most artists, like, especially with whatever I ask for night song, just like do the general, like, as long as the spots are there, we're fine. Just
Yeah.
make it
And
look
as long
good.
as they're done correctly, yeah.
Yep.
They don't have to be 100% though, because that would be masochistic.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So,
That is Akira Toriyama levels of dots with cell.
so who wants to see if we can summon Cold Dust one more time in order to get him ready for the challenge of the week?
Feather, mead, trains.
No.
Hold us.
No,
I
no,
want
no, no.
that is how
Christmas.
you get
We got a different way of doing it.
Oh,
Somebody
feather,
has-
maple
Oh, the
syrup,
rage.
trains.
The rage.
Somebody has developed an
Alright.
AI Celestia that read letters for 2 hours.
Why?
So this was
Yeah.
a Celestia that would actually read letters, quote unquote, from the chat and respond back to them. It's an interesting idea. I'm not gonna lie. At the same time, I fear for the future for something like this. But basically, they just had her sitting there, and she would read what people were saying, kind of, reading them as letters, and respond back. Of course, this is AI technology in a lot of different ways, both the reading, the voicing, the auto-responsing, all of it. So, yeah, this is wild stuff. At the one moment, I'm amazed at the technical feat that it took to accomplish something like this. And at the same time, it just makes me want to bury my head because it's still pretty messy, and it's amazing what some people asked of her in some really messed up ways.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that people are going to abuse the living hell out of this too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's definitely horribly mixed feelings about it. And I kind of like the idea of the concept, but I don't like the execution, especially, again, with the AI and the fact that they basically used an AI-generated voice model for something like this, too. That's supposed to sound like Celestia.
Yeah, which I just like for me. I
Yeah,
just don't like AI at all, at least for this type of stuff.
I mean, it might be fun for silliness, but I could easily see somebody using this to just try to exploit for money, and that's what really
It's already happened.
It already is happening, yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting if you want to take a look at it, but take it with a salt lick. But yeah, massive salt lick here. But it is still interesting that they did this too. So, And with that, that's going to be it for our news. And then now it's time for the thing that everybody's been waiting for. It's our time where every week we issue a challenge. Okay, CMC does have the right idea, and I would have definitely... Dear Princess Celestia, how do you type with boxing gloves or hands? That would actually have been funny. I gotta admit, that would have been funny.
Is that from Strongman? Or
Yes.
whatever it is.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I never watched it. As soon as you said that tone, just that question, like, I have a feeling.
Yeah, it's a very familiar question.
Yeah.
Dear Princess Celestia, how do you keep your figure after absorbing all those cakes?
Funny enough, somebody actually did post a question like that. When I was skipping through, that was one of the things I did hear. It was funny. It really was interesting there. But so for the challenge of the week, once again, we ask you for your challenges, your prompts. We put them in a big wheel, and we spin it after randomizing it. And that gives us our challenge for people to be creative with. Whether it's something for art, writing, music, arithmetic, however you want to challenge yourself. We ask for your prompts, we ask for your ideas, we put them all together, we put them in a big wheel, and we select. And that gives us our challenge. And we usually denote it for a week. Because we want to encourage people to not only work on something, but to have a deadline. Because if you allow yourself to work on something, you may work on it for way too long and never get anywhere with it too. Because creativity is also part knowing when to stop and part pushing yourself better. Beer. So, anyway, funny enough, that is actually what the challenge this week was. Circuit's Christmas beer. But we also had a different challenge, an alternate challenge, a protest, if you will, either of the current challenge or maybe just to add an interesting twist to put a little bit more of a ring into that challenge for that week. And Coldust, what was Mahatnya?
Hi.
So Coldust, what was the protest initiative challenge for this week?
Yes. The protest initiative challenge this week was
Gold doesn't ring a. There we go.
it was bells.
Sad that he can do that, but my slide whistle can't do squat. Okay.
Mhm.
But yes, we had the ringing of the bells. And I'm not going to lie, with everything that happened yesterday, I did not have with all the insanity at work today too, I did not have a lot of time to draw, but I still managed to hammer something out once I had an idea down. So here we have the advertisement for the holiday circuit beer. Lifelong addictions
Cute.
require quality beer.
Honestly,
Aw.
yes.
He's turned on.
Well, it's supposed to be kind of the red face you get when you get too lushed up.
I've never had that actually.
Neither have I, but I hear about it enough that I figured it would actually be a good way to at least address the whole thing. Besides, with the eyes, if I didn't do that, the eyes look completely messed up without it.
They're huge.
They're huge and weird. They'll be
He's good.
It's good. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that it was supposed to be a holiday beer, or else I might have put like a holly on it or something. But I think the bells at least add a little Christmas flair.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're a reindeer.
Why not? We'll go with that.
Heck.
But we also had some other entries for the challenge. We do have Toa, who smuggled this one in during the show.
Somehow you have beer with bananas and oranges, and a bell above it all.
You know, considering that I'm literally drinking a drink made out of oranges, and I made a banana cake last night, that's kind of weirdly ironic.
Also, in fact, there is a beer with 3 bells on top of it.
Ugh.
Oh.
Mm.
And we also got Kel Sakai, who wrote in a poem.
Oh.
Those are dangerous. They have power sometimes.
Yep.
It starts with a bell.
Wow.
Chimes of the bells and winter's glow. Ingredients brewed, a secret show. Rich and warm, the flavors cheer. Circuits crafted, Christmas beer. Under starlit skies he pours, inviting friends through open doors. Time slows down, the moment clear. Mirth and laughter filled the scene as jingle bells add to the sheen. Nights embrace, festive light, echoes toast the magic night. Bells ring out so clear, reflecting holiday cheer. Over frothy mug he grins. Night aglow, the joy begins. Yuletide fills the chilly air. Sipping brew without a care. Hope and laughter intertwine. On this eve, all feels divine. Winter's heart beats bright, sublime.
That was actually like really good.
I know.
Right.
I'm actually really messed up. How did I read it like that? Somebody
Like,
help
hot
me.
damn, that was like that
You
was
were
like
possessed
nice.
by the Christmas spirit.
God, somebody clip that. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again for the
He
rest of
was
my life.
possessed.
I was possessed by the ghost of somebody.
Isn't it now?
God damn it.
You know,
How can
I gotta say, full respect, because like there aren't too many people who write poetry these days, and I appreciate anyone who writes a good poem. and that,
Check
that
the
was,
first letter of
letters
each line.
of each,
Circuits, Maine,
Oh my god!
Brony show. Wow.
Damn.
Okay,
All right.
okay, Kazuka, you have officially won everything. That is amazing.
I noticed it when on the second page. Like, wait, does that spell? No.
I'm impressed.
That is like really good. Like, hot damn, you did an
yeah.
excellent job.
I'm
What
not.
the
Yeah,
fuck?
I cannot disagree. I'm
thought it was just
100%.
me.
No. Wow. Wow. I mean, just
Power
wow.
to you, man. Like, holy crap.
Dang it.
Very impressive.
I am a loss for words. I really am. So instead, we're gonna go ahead and show off the other entries we got. We didn't get any other for the challenge, but we did get some fun ones. First, we got Karen Charizard from Short Circuit.
Nice.
I finally came up with a dumbass joke for this. Let me talk to your gym
Oh my
leader.
god.
Mm-hmm. She's blazing mad. You better watch out.
Jer Hooves, who we haven't heard from in a while,
Get the manager before she
did
shouts.
post up a couple of things. They got some early Christmas gifts from their wife, which is really awesome.
Aw.
Yeah, except for the pop figures. We're officially going to boycott Funko now, but I'll get into that in a little bit.
After G4, they got lazy with.
Oh no, it got much worse over the weekend. They suck. But anyway, still,
awesome Transformer statuettes.
yeah, they got a whole thing here. That is really, really awesome. And other things, I also was able to do the Equestria art challenge. Now, I'm trying to do my best to get posing a little more fluid and things like that. So the challenge of the week was draw a pony decorating for them.
Cannon.
Pinkie Pie with a literal decoration cannon.
Nice.
Yep. Actually came out with a really awesome idea that worked really well with the garland there. But yeah, the only thing I wish I did a little bit more was just to make the legs a little bit more splayed forward, like she was jumping.
Yeah, jumping backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was getting the clip, and unfortunately, due to the time length, it did not get the full of the last line as best as I could.
I'll talk to Creature about getting just a complete clip of that.
I'm about to say just do that, then you can
At
fully
the
actually edit and everything.
At the very least, he has a stop location.
Yep. And finally,
Pinkie Pie is like, I'm gonna deck his halls.
actually, that was another. I was working with a lot of different lines, and eventually I came up with "You're already decorated." But I was having a hard time deciding on one. I'm not gonna lie.
You filthy animals.
But we also got Rainstorm with another Christmas gift for friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really awesome there.
Rainy is having fun.
And with that is all of our wonderful little art entries, music entry, well, everything really, including the amazing poem. And that means it's time for next week's challenge of the week. So everybody, as we do every week, this is your chance to get your prompts in. Everybody gets one prompt. Just to check, Draconicus, do you mean burnt cookies or is it brunt cookies?
Bird.
It's brunt cookies.
Okay. Gotta bear the brunt of those cookies.
Exactly. Is the very. You know, those
Reminds me of the
cookies that you
decorating
don't
gun from
want
Jim
to-
Carrey Grinch. Kind of where I got the idea from. But I also figured that Pinkie Pie would have like a literal decorating gun.
Yeah, I can see that. Honestly, she's used a decorating cannon.
Yeah,
in a
she-
few of the episodes. So.
She literally has a party cannon, so I can easily see like a decoration bazooka.
But yeah, you know those brunt cookies, the ones that are made but nobody wants to eat, so you take the bullet and grab a few.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you take the
Ooh,
brunt of that one.
big fluff. Oh, that is that is one.
Get poofed.
Big fluff. Love that.
Get winter coated, idiot.
When baking goes wrong.
I think they're taking inspiration of your woes.
I imagine so. Yeah. But remember, everybody gets one entry in there. Anybody and everybody, you only get one, but everybody gets one. We will randomize the entries and then do a spin of the wheel so everybody has an equal opportunity to get chosen. Granted, the wheel seems to favor some really weird, ludicrous ones from time to time. I just call that why.
Mm-hmm. The time church thought I was the devil. That I have a true story about that actually. It's fairly funny.
There actually might be a good story here for a moment when we play the devil game.
Yes.
All right, stocking emptying. Stocking emptiers, the opposite of stocking stuffers. Actually, what would be a stocking emptier? I mean, something that would probably get eaten before you can even get to it, maybe. Or I know you like
chocolate,
it.
Also, I don't know why I'm feeling like I have to try put that. I think it would just be spelled with I. I think it would just be spelled IERS.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just gonna.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, I'm honestly not 100% sure either, given the context. But yeah.
Normal
Yeah,
nights.
given that it's weird just adding ers to a word.
Normal nights.
You know those chocolate oranges you can get?
Yeah.
Gone immediately. Don't even get it. Don't even get into the stocking.
Oh God, my brain just went to. My brain literally just teleported to 20 years in the past, and now I'm depressed.
Well,
How dare you bring back my past, my childhood?
You're
Oh.
welcome.
my family.
Wait, how the hell is
is
20 years ago my childhood? I think I was still.
And
Dude, I know that feeling. It's like I think about it, like, God damn, I was in high school now. I was a senior in high school like 27 years, not like 17 years ago.
I think it's a little word. Well, I get it. You know what? I get you. Absolutely.
Yep. And let's see. Oh, here we go.
All right. Anybody else have any other? Oh, there we go.
Suki's.
If you can pancake, why can't you cake pan? We all saw what happens when you
that's
cake a
evil.
pan.
He tried to kick the pan.
20 years from me would have been when I was 18. Try not to think about it, Sonic. Really, try not to think about it.
It is hard.
No, in all honesty, I'm just going to embrace it. Because, I mean, hell, I survived this long. I had to have been doing something right. Maybe.
Yeah, doing better than me with all my health issues.
That's fair. Oh, that's not fair. That sucks. All right, last chance, everybody. Get your prompts in now. Get them in right now. Seriously, though, I'm actually half tempted to get a chocolate orange now and just kind of eat it next to a cat.
I've been thinking about getting like one or two of those just after I get paid tomorrow. It's so tempting.
I think I might. I'm not even might. I am going to. I'm going to go get a chocolate orange. And I'm just going to crack it open. I'm going to enjoy it next to a big screen TV. Actually, that
That's
would...
the most satisfying part. When
I mean,
you grab it, take it out of the box, and you go boom onto the table.
Yeah. I'm just going to give myself a nice relaxing moment and just indulge in some childhood silliness, even if it is just a bunch of old cartoons while I'm eating a chocolate orange.
Find your PlayStation 2, start playing Jack and Daxter.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's the
PlayStation 1, play some old school Final Fantasy or Ogre Battle.
Yeah, or a jet game or something. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think we got everybody's inputs here. Gonna do a shuffle and spin the wheel. A little bit lighter on entries, but that means a better chance for everybody else to get in there. And, of course,
Stocking emptiers.
we gotta figure out stocking emptiers, the opposite of stocking stuffers. I'm gonna guess just filling up a sock. Oh, we were talking about the chocolate orange too, so I guess.
Yeah, don't even make it to the stocking. It's gone.
I was actually just talking about filling like a stocking full of whipping cream.
Oh, you monster.
You open it up, it's just like, it's nothing but a puddle. Then at that point, it's like, there's nothing there.
As a child, I never understood why my family put oranges in the stocking, but
It's an old school tradition on that one.
Yeah, my family did that too, but also I love oranges, so I was like, oh, whatever, cool, give me an orange.
I think we did it a couple of times, but that didn't happen as much as as I remember it. Granted, I'm kind of, yeah.
It's kind of funny for me because even when I was young, it's like, do you want a snack? I'm like, yeah, and we go grab some grapes or something or an apple.
But we
yeah,
also,
that was kind of a thing as well.
but let's not forget, we also had the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Indeed. The first edition challenge this week is ice.
Ice, ice, baby. Oh! Stocking
Cool
emptier
as
than ice. Ooh, that might work.
Mm.